your psychiatrist? Does he beat around the bush? What's he prescribing you? Lexapro, Xanax, it barely lets you function, but you can at least manage a dose to dull the panic. But now you never smile. The kids can't get you to play, so they feel like they're on trial.
What's up, everybody? I'm Skullz, and today we're listening to The System by Tom Macdonald. So it looks like Tom might be back in his political bag. I'm cool with that. I always like what he has to say. At the very least, he always brings up good points that should be addressed. But this one I've heard very little about. I haven't really been on the internet much. It's been getting a little bit in the way of productivity, so I'm trying to cut back on it, trying to keep my focus and keep banging out videos like this, as well as working on my own music. But yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into this. If you're new here, consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Helps the channel grow, helps the video reach more people, and I appreciate it a lot. Let's get into this.
Welcome to the world, baby boy. I'll paint you red and white and blue. The indoctrination starts as soon as you come out the womb. Pretty quick, we'll make you stupid with curriculums at school. And if the classroom doesn't do the trick, we'll make you watch the news. Pick your team, right or left. Take the red pill or the school. And if the indoctrination starts as soon as you come out the womb. Pretty quick, we'll make you stupid with curriculums at school. And if the classroom doesn't do the trick, we'll make you watch the news. Pick your team, right or left. Take the red pill or the blue. You can vote, but even if you win, still everyone will lose. Don't forget to buy designer because Gucci makes you cool. We prioritize material belongings over truth. Get a job that you can't stand.
Okay, yep, this is one of those ones. Yes, our system has pretty much been set up to make you a failure. Let's just be honest. We were actually talking about this with We Scheme on the Elsewhere podcast, the podcast that me and Kat do. Why don't we learn about ourselves in school? We Scheme pointed out, yeah, psychology is available in high school, but it's optional. How is it not mandatory? Everything is downstream from it. If you know yourself, you know how the mind works, you know how the body works, and you know how they work together, you can really set yourself up for success. But we overlook it. It's the most basic things to us. If you know yourself, you can help yourself, and then you can help others. And it's so funny that nobody's thought about that in this very self-obsessed society. We just focus on all the wrong things. I think it's because we identify ourselves as all the secondary things, you know, like by gender, ethnicity, all that. We're not identifying ourselves as biological beings that have biological needs and our minds work in a very specific way. Instead of being taught how to better serve ourselves and our society, we're being taught how to feed into a system that doesn't give anything back to you. Granted, our system does some things right, but there's a lot of problems. And there's a lot of corruption in our political system as well. And that all just seems to trickle down to everything else. The news, education, and eventually culture. And then people keep playing the game that the system is setting up for them. Democrat, Republican. I already promised myself that I'm voting for a third party this election. And if you want to blame people like me for the fact that nothing's changed and everything's gotten worse in the last 30 years, even though we've been voting your way for the longest time, go ahead. But you're wrong. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And our culture is insane.
Because Gucci makes you cool. We prioritize material belongings over truth. Get a job that you can't stand so you can buy some cans of food. Go overseas and die for freedom. There's some oil we could use. Our democracy exists so that you think that you can choose. But our algorithms make you do what we want you to do. What's the problem? You're depressed. Society has you confused. We got medication for you that you'll probably abuse. Go get married to a lady who also don't have a clue. And pump out a few babies that are just the same as you. Welcome to the system. Everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. It hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
Okay, I like this one.
What's the problem? You're depressed, society has you confused. We got medication for you that you'll probably abuse.
Yep, I mean, you guys know how I feel about that. If you haven't already heard my song, Pins and Needles, go check it out. It's a song about addiction as a whole and more approached from a psychological standpoint. I talk about heroin, I talk about the opioid crisis, and I talk about the messaging that our society sends people and how that sort of attributes to addiction.
The abuse. Go get married to a lady who also don't have a clue and pump out a few babies that are just the same as you. Welcome to the system.
And yeah, that's a cycle. I mean, you get involved with someone who's very similar to you and has the same issues as you, and a lot of the times you enable each other and you don't actually help each other, and then you have kids, you teach them the same stuff. Hopefully you're trying to get them to do better, but sometimes it's in the messaging. Sometimes it's just you leading by example, and they watch you doing these things, and then they think it's normal, and then they just continue to do it.
Welcome to the world, baby girl. I'll paint you pink if that's okay. We'll encourage self-destruction through the music that you play. We divided all the men by trying politics and race, and honestly, it's working awesome, so for you, we'll do the same. Never teaching you to love yourself, inject you full of hate, objectify your sexuality, then blame you for the rape, and weaponize the differences that make our
Ooh. We gotta go back.
Politics and race, and we'll encourage self-destruction. Welcome to the world, baby girl. I'll paint you pink if that's okay. We'll encourage self-destruction through the music that you play.
Will encourage self-destruction through the music that you play. That's a lot of the case. And it's not just with girls. It's not just with girls. There's plenty of ways that they do that to guys.
Never teaching you to love yourself, inject you full of hate, objectify your sexuality, then blame you for the rape, and
Objectify your sexuality and blame you for the rape. That is a savage line.
blame you for the rape, and weaponize the differences that make our men and women great. And just to screw with you, erase the genders. Everyone's the same. We'll empower you with rights to vote.
Everyone's the same, yet we're so intolerant for each other. It makes all the damn sense in the world, doesn't it? But see, this is what happens when there's nothing to anchor you. You're just adrift. We need things that ground us. Like truth.
The genders. Everyone's the same. We'll empower you with rights to vote and fight for equal pay. Then have the men turn into women and you'll fight for them again. But you thought you had it figured out, but everything has changed. Welcome to the system. Please enjoy your stay. Here's a Bible and a bottle of the cheapest booze we make. Find a man who can take care of you to fill the holes we made. Buy a house and settle down, fulfill your duty, procreate. And
Damn. Find a man to settle down with. To feel the holes we made, I think it was? Let me run it back.
man who can take care of you to fill the holes we made. Buy a house and settle down, fulfill.
Yeah, that's true, man. And that's why you see a lot of marriages that don't work. We depend on other people for happiness because we were trying to depend on ourselves, and we let ourselves down. And it's a matter of all these lies, you know? It's not that you are letting yourself down. It's sort of like we're given the benefit of the doubt. It's like, why would so many people lie to us? And you can't figure that out until later in life, that there's plenty of reasons to lie to people. It's usually greed, ego, resentment, and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's like you're responsible for your happiness. And you know what? That's a tall order. It really is. And that's why there should be more of an effort to inform people of their own psychology and what they can do to help themselves.
We made. Buy a house and settle down, fulfill your duty, procreate, and make a couple babies who will also do the same. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the world, everybody. I'ma paint you black and white. I'ma make you hate each other so that everyone will fight. I'ma give you our religion, let the righteous find the light. But I will also give you science to oppose the word of Christ. And I'ma give you borders, they're imaginary lines. If you cross them, go to war and win when everybody dies. And I'ma give you money that you'll value more than life. And let the 1% have everything while you fight to survive. And then I'll give you politics, I'll call it left and right. And while you 1% have everything while you fight to survive. And then I'll give you politics, I'll call it left and right. And while you divide yourselves, I will conquer both the sides. Can't you see? I'm the system, my whole purpose is divide. What you choose will never matter because everything is mine.
Yep.
Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
Yeah, that last line really hit. If the system sets up a game that isn't fair to you and the people playing it, everyone's subjected to this unfairness by the person who set up the game. And that's what it is. Like, this setup is just not fair anymore. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll figure out what to do, but everyone right now just seems so hell-bent on finding ways to fight with each other that it's almost like when are we going to actually start doing anything about this? But anyways, this was a really good song. I really liked this one. I really did. My only gripe was the stomp clap type of beat. I kind of wish that was varied up a little bit. But besides that, the rest of the beat was awesome. His delivery on it was great. His lyrics were really, really great. I feel like it was a step up lyrically from the last couple videos that I've seen. This was really inspired. The video, of course, was awesome. I loved the whole almost like Insidious, the movie Insidious aesthetic to it. It had like the red lights behind the cribs going on the wall and everything and creeping through the door, the crack of the door. And then he had the red contacts in like that monster in Insidious. Even the close-up on his face, there was the subtle smoke behind him and the light hitting it. That looked awesome. Even the playing with the dolls, twisting their heads around, you know, assembling them. Very, very cool. This is probably one of my favorite Tom songs I've heard in a while. But anyways, guys, that's where I'm gonna end the video. I appreciate you stopping and hanging out with me. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Helps the channel grow, helps the video reach more people, and I appreciate it a lot. And wherever you are, I hope you're having a good day, good night, and as always, I look forward to the next one. Peace.
Someone to